Howdy Folks! Up in the sky, far away, there's a magic world where we play. So come along with me, and you'll be happy. I always get that chord change right at the end wrong. It's so come along with me, and you'll be happy. We'll get it right in the next one, or I'll forget about the ukulele like I do most of the time. Welcome back to Sky Bees 2. Today we are building a sky breeding arena because I really like having these big open doors, and it's kind of fun having people come in and out, I've decided, rather arbitrarily. So we're going to have a separate place where we breed bees, and the question is where? And I've been trying to figure this out. So if we continue with what we've got going on here, then we'll never build anything on this side, right? The idea was originally that we'd have this here, and we'd have a separate bank here, but maybe we don't now. Maybe we just have all of this lined up here, and then this side is where we have the bee breeding arena. And that's how I'm envisioning it, as sort of an arena. So we're going to build that right over here. At least that's the plan. Now, I still am curious about automation. If you know, comment down below. It's been touched on, I know, previously. I think even Gillier mentioned it, probably on a live stream, and I think he said we needed apiaries to get to breeding, like, not automatic breeding, but to automated collection, but I'm not so sure. Maybe refresh my memory if you wouldn't mind, but I am staying with it. You know, we've not really gotten to a point where we've desperately needed anything that we didn't have. You know, we're not really running out of iron so much as I just have to come back over here and get it. And of course it would be nice to go ahead and get electricity running too. So we really do need to stop goofing off and goofing around and being silly little geese. And we really do need to focus on trying to sort of, in terms of technology, advancing that. But in order to do that, we'll need more bees. And in order for that, we just need to breed more bees. That's just what it comes down to at this present moment, is we just need to breed more bees. Now, we still need to move everything from outside in. I don't think that I've forgotten about that, but we're also not super, like, pressed on the matter. Get this out of here. It's cool to have, but we don't really need it out here right now. Gonna move all of these cooking devices inside. I'm just slowly making the move, taking everything inside of here. So we'll put all of our cooking devices maybe, like, right here. Yeah, that'll be fine. So we'll have that, and then we'll have the smoker here, and in between we will have 3 furnaces. Now, right now we only have the 2 of them, but we will have 3 eventually, mark my words. What can you use the blast furnace for? What were we doing inside the blast furnace? Hold on, let's have a look at the blast furnace. And we will look at uses, because we made it before during a live stream, but I don't remember what we used it for. So, obviously ores, but what else can you blast in the blast furnace that we might be, you know, blasting inside of the furnace and not getting sort of the peak of efficiency? Can you blast things like, I'm trying to figure out, like sand? Can you put sand in a blast furnace? Oh, you can do grout. I am grout. Absolutely you are. Okay, that's one thing we can do. And if we wanted to blast an iron paxol into a single nugget, I suppose that's a thing that we could choose to do. Although, why though? Is a question that comes to mind. It kind of looks like it's mostly ores and things, which we don't have any of. But there we go. If we had a slime ball, we could make a slime crystal. We're not going to. That's not important right now. I think in order to make a 3rd furnace, we would need some compressed cobble. That's 2x compressed, and I don't think we need 2x compressed cobble. Can we convert that into, like, regular cobble? There we go. And then we can convert that into another furnace. That's lovely. And then we can put all of this back inside of here. What just popped up on the screen there? It looked like we got a notification of some kind. 3 furnaces. We're really rocking and rolling around here now. You can go at any point. You genuinely, you just don't need to be here right now. Oh, great. Fantastic. There's a whole army of baby... Why are there so many baby chickens? I broke 1 egg. Why are there 5 of them? What is happening around here? Are they breeding on their own? What is genuinely happening? Should we be breeding them? We should probably be breeding them, now that I think about it, now that the ideas come to mind. Come here, you. We definitely need to put all of these animals in one place as well, because it's getting a little bit out of control. I promise you I have not done anything to make this happen. It's just happening by itself, and it's getting absurd, and I don't care for it. I'm not here for it. All of this needs to be moved inside as well at some point, and probably simplified, because it's a bit much, and it's a little bit silly, isn't it? Now that I'm looking at it. But there's not enough room inside right now. You're just full of, like, regular old plants and things. We need to build better storage for that. All of this could be moved inside. All of this could stay outside. We could have a separate area where we grow all of our plants. But for right now, I'm sorry, I've got distracted. I've gone way off base on this. We need to build a place where we breed bees. And I think I know exactly how we're going to do that. First off, this over here was constructed with a bit of a cobblestone aesthetic. Or sorry, no, a stone brick aesthetic. And I do like that. But I'm thinking we're going to use the wood for this, because I really do like that wood that we made before. Yeah, here it is, the oak plank smooth. I like how it looks. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3 blocks in. Same as over there. So we're going to have that space there. Hi, can I help you? Is there anything I can do to help get you on your way and out of my life? Because you're just such a gosh darn nuisance. Gee willikers, okay? Goodness gracious me. How big does this place really reasonably need to be? What exactly do we need out of a bee breeding? I keep calling it an arena. It's not. I don't know why I'm calling it that. But you know what? Let's roll with it. We're building a bee breeding arena. So, reasonably, what do we need? First off, we do need a way in and out of the arena. And we're going to use the mob filters. This is why we might end up, you know, using mob filters in my home as well, just to keep these guys out. But what we need to determine first off is length. Is 3 wide enough? I'm going to say yes. It doesn't need to be big. And so maybe 3 to either side of the door as well is big enough. Is this a big enough area to breed bees? It's certainly going to be a lot easier to keep track of where they are and what's going on around here. I think that's certainly true. So it kind of feels a little too cramped. I kind of wish it was a little bit wider, but then that would require that we send the building out further than that building. Do we want to do that? There's no reason why we couldn't have it go all the way to the edge and have it be, I don't know, however wide that is. This is definitely a thing we could do. And then that provides us sort of a larger interior space. I kind of like that a little bit more. There is one issue that I see with it as of right now, though, and it's not the presence of cows, although, don't mistake, I am concerned about that. First off, if we do that, we can have 3 by 3 windows until we get to right here, and this is what I was talking about. This is my issue. We're going to need to make it 1 wider, and the reason is I really want to be able to have symmetry in this building. For some reason, that matters to me. I don't know why. Leave me alone about it, okay? I don't need to justify myself to you. I don't need to explain myself to you. I am explaining myself to you. That's just like out of the goodness of my heart. You're not owed any explanations here. Don't get it twisted, alright? We're going to go ahead and clear all this out. And then that gives us a lovely place to put down a couple of torches. Please go back outside. Please go back. Why? Literally every creature is just making their way into here. That's why we have this. That's why this is a thing. To prevent that exact behavior. So this is going to be a 2 by 2 window to either side here, which is fine. We could make the entire front of this glass. These don't actually need to be wood. We could just have them be glass and the glass butts right up against the mob filter. That could be a choice. Why are you also just seemingly hell-bent on being in a place where you're most likely going to die? Yes, thank you. Go. Please go. Please go. I'm going to make this place as uninviting as possible. I'm going to start putting down the glass. Alright, I'm still not entirely sold on the overall shape and everything here. But we're going to just go ahead and start putting down the glass. Thank goodness they're out of here. Once this gets to be too high, it'll be too high for them to enter. And we have now successfully kept the animals out. Thank goodness. Yeah, moo to you too, pal. Moo to you too, is all I have to say. Isn't Mewtwo a Pokemon? He's the one that can clone them, I believe. Do we want to have corners, though? Like, that would shrink the size of the windows. These would be much smaller at that point. I think we do. Because I like having corners. It looks weird where the glass butts up against each other like that. How does it look from the outside, though? I mean, I guess we know it kind of doesn't look good from the outside. If you go by what's going on here, it looks like that section there is too fat. Yeah, maybe I don't like that. Maybe it does look better from the outside to have it like this. Actually, it kind of does. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to redesign our current like living arrangements. I'm not going to, because it's already done, and what's done is done at this point. We're going to leave that as it is. But now I'm kind of tempted to shrink this whole thing, because if we brought it in a couple of blocks, we could have a 2-window, just like here, and then or... Hold on. Now wait just a minute. Hold on. Do that. Do that. Oh, that just leaves one in the middle. Should we make it one wider then? No, 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 no. Never mind. Never mind. We're being silly. We're being very silly. Hold on. It doesn't need perfect symmetry. In fact, I would say perfect symmetry is going to rob this of its natural beauty. Nature is not perfectly symmetrical, and if it was, you would be suspicious. If you walked into a forest where all of the trees were in a perfect grid, like a perfect grid, and all looked exactly the same and had the same height and width, you would assume you were either in a very strange dream, like the dream of a madman, one of my dreams if I'm being honest, or inside of a simulation, and then you would just never trust anything about that space. So, how tall does this building need to be? That's another good question. It doesn't need to be super tall. Is that even tall enough right there? Probably. Let's go one higher with it, I guess, just for no reason. Enough space for... I don't want the bees to be so high that I can't reach them when I go to lock them back up. We are going to store a certain selection of bees in here as well. So that's something I'm not sure if we've discussed. But in addition to having all of the bees that are used for actual, like, creation of material, we're going to have separate bees that are used exclusively for breeding. So that's what this building looks like. And then we'll put the lid on it. And we'll kind of go have a look at it from the front. Oh, it looks comically tall. I kind of like it, though. There's a sort of humor about it. We've not slept in a while, but I'm not worried about it because I feel like if it was a problem, the sky demons would have already spawned. So if they have not, I'm not going to be pressed on the subject. Also, the roof, though, I just realized this could be an issue. If we use oak planks, evil things could spawn on the roof. So maybe what we ought to use on the roof instead of oak planks, because we could put torches up here and that would be fine, but wouldn't it be funnier if we just used like slabs and it just looked wrong, right? Like it very much stood out and it didn't quite blend in properly. Like the roof was just ever so slightly wrong and like a violation of all good design sense. I kind of like that idea. So, but what would be the greatest violation of what's that clicking sound? Does everyone else hear that? Is that chickens? Is that the fires? There's like a constant little clicking sound in the background. I hate it! It's driving me crazy. Well, if we had slabs, but then also stone slabs are a thing. I don't know where they are. Did we use them all already? Probably. What is that horrific noise? What is that? It is the fires. Yeah. Why have I never noticed that they make that horrific clicking noise before? It's driving me nuts. Alright. So, if we wanted to, we could cap this building off with these. And it just is such a strange... I mean, it sort of matches in terms of color. You know what? It's starting to look more and more like a hive in some strange way. So I think that's exactly what we're gonna do, is we're gonna cap the whole thing off with these. And that'll prevent monsters from spawning up here. And don't I have a wand for this sort of task? I think that I do. There's that baby cow. There's so many baby chickens. We didn't make that many baby chickens. I don't understand what is happening in this world. I cannot fathom how this got started. We need to build another one of these, though, because this one's not doing too well. It's not long for this world. We're going to get rid of this staircase, by the way, in case you were wondering if it's going to remain throughout the remainder of this. It is not. No, it is not. It is going to go the way of the dodo soon enough, by which I mean it is so tasty we're going to eat it. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's a mistake. Okay, good. That's wonderful. I don't know how that even started. The sound of the fire is actually going to drive me insane. The sound of the fire crackling, because it's not crackling, it's making a ticking sound. Okay, and that's going to drive me bonkers. We're all out of wood. And there's the demons. Just in time. Fantastic. Don't know what took them so long. Don't know why they waited. Not even looking up at them. We're just going to bed now. I appreciate that they waited, you know. Whoa, hi there, you. You're trying to get inside to get me, aren't you, you little foul creature? Come back here. Come back here. Burn! Burn! You're burning on fire. Burn, baby, burn. 'Tis a disco inferno. We're gonna bring these out here because I think we're gonna need them as well. Back up onto the roof we go. Okay. And there's that. And then we're gonna go ahead and close this off as well. There we go. And then now we will move on to here. Well, that was bound to happen eventually. Right. So we need to be super cautious about where we aim this. And I guess we ran out of slabs. Why did I bring more planks with me? That was never going to be what I needed. That was never going to be the solution to this. Why didn't I just go ahead and turn them into slabs? I don't even know how many I need. 36 is probably enough. Should we build a ladder to get up there? We should probably build a ladder to get up there. So we can get rid of the staircase on the inside, and we'll just have this sort of tucked away on the far side where we're not going to see it or have to worry about it. We just kind of have... we have ladders to the top of all of our buildings for maintenance, as you do. You might wonder, why do stone or the planks and the slabs? Why not just make the roof out of the slabs and then not need two separate types of block? And to which I would say, listen, that's a great question. That's a fire question. I really don't have anything that's going to approach satisfactory in terms of like the answer, so I'm just not going to. So there we go. The inside is now finished. This place is fantastic, but should it be floor-to-ceiling windows is the question. No, it shouldn't. I've made that decision already. This is what it looks like. This is where we breed the bees, and then we just need a storage thing for the bees. Now, we're still not sure whether or not they will reset if they're stored inside of their jars. So that's sort of one of the things we're about to test. And I'm not joking. We're about to test it. Literally all of this work leading up to this moment is about to be for something. It's about to go somewhere. As soon as I figure out where the heck, and I do not see it, do we have any regular vanilla chests in here? You know what? How about a compact barrel? I've been curious about one of those anyway. A white compact barrel? Why not? That's fine. We'll build a white one. I don't care. I'm not picky one way or the other about the color. We do just need more iron, which is fine, because guess what? We've once again neglected the bees. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this real quick. Tell you what, going back and like editing the older videos, I realized just how tedious it is to collect honey when you don't have the mob filter. And even when we did get the mob filter, it was still like the cages were just too big. We were giving them way too much room to fly around, and we were being way too mindful of their like feelings on the matter. Like they really did just need to be crammed away inside of the smallest place possible to make things convenient for us. Get out of the way, you stupid cow! Move. I'm not even sorry. You had that coming. You know what we're going to do? We're not going to worry about keeping them out of here. By the way, I think the trader left. We're not going to worry about... Not like he betrayed me. Not that kind of trader. You know what I'm talking about. The guy who was trying to, like, peddle his wares, but we don't have any money. I think we're going to move all of these guys to their own little, like, platform and lock them in. And then, gosh darn it, we might even just do it out here, now that I think about it, since there's going to be all that extra free room out there, now that we're moving the bees and everything along. There we go. We got the iron, and that should be the final component we need. How do you make these different colors? You just add some dye. Okay. All right. So this is just like all iron, and this is actually more affordable because you don't need all the iron nugs. You can replace it with a little bit of dye. Well, bees are yellow, and we should have a dandelion around here somewhere. Let's do that. I actually love that idea. That's wonderful. Okay, we'll do a yellow compact barrel. There we go. To house the bees. That's wonderful. I love that. So we go inside of here. This is where we breed the bees. It would maybe be a good idea to have grass down here, probably. But probably. You see what I've done there? Because it's bees. Do you see what I've done there? It's a buzz, as they say. Oh, it's delightful. Okay, but we're not going to worry about it. We're going to put this here. There we go, compact barrel. We're also going to move this out there, because this is where we're going to make the bees, and I think this probably breaks it a lot faster. There we go. I wasn't joking, by the way. We're going to do some tests immediately, because in the previous installment, we made water and we made lava bees. And the first thing we're going to do with these is we're going to breed them with their own kind, and then we're going to put one set inside of a... hold on, should this be, like, centered in the room? I don't want them to fly immediately into like, a torch or something. So what we'll do is we'll start with... Wait, hold on. How do you breed lava bees? Like, what do they want? What gets them all frisky and busy? You know what I mean? Like, do I have to have lava? Okay, let's just put this on there, and there we go. We've got our 2 lava bees, and presumably they are ready to be bred. But if we have a look at lava bees, which we need to do, what makes a lava bee feel the magic in the air? Cobblestone, 4 each, I guess. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. That's good. Come here, Use. Use be getting some honey, and Use be getting some honey, or some Buzzy. And then what we're going to test here today is whether or not they reset, and also whether or not the little one grows up. Where did the little one go? Did I catch it by mistake, or did it somehow manage to escape? Where do you disappear to, where I can't find you? So we're going to put the 3 of them in there. Note that they just say lava bees. It doesn't look like they have any other useful metrics. But we'll check on them there in a bit. And then in the meantime, we'll get the water ones out. And we'll get both of them spawned. And then when it comes to a water bee, what do we need to get them breeding? I'm assuming water, one would assume. I don't know for sure. Leaves. It makes perfect sense. There's moisture in leaves. We're not here to question the science. It seems to make pretty much all the sense in the world. Can we get leaves out of here? No, we can only get saplings. Well, do we have leaves stored somewhere? I know we oftentimes use leaves in crafting recipes, but I don't see any. That doesn't mean there's none right in front of me. This chest could be full of leaves, and I just would not see them. There they are. Wonderful. Did we take note of how many leaves? Was it just 1 each? That's convenient. So we need to breed these until we have enough to continue breeding other types of bees, but also fill in an entire little thing over there. But we'll get those 2 breeding. Now we're going to use these. These are the sample bees. These are the sort of original recipe. What are they called? Neutrals? In some sort of scientific test, what would they be called? There's a term for it, where you have test subjects that are the control group. These are the control group. And these are the non-controlled group, and we'll just kind of see what happens with them. But in the meantime, we'll head out of here, because we need to expand this platform, which means we need more cobblestone. And we actually need to expand it in a lot of places in a lot of ways, because, you know what? I'm being neglectful again. I gotta stay on top of this. Got to stay on top of this. I should probably make a second sand and fishy bee, so we can breed them together. But we need to expand this platform out quite a ways, so we can fit more bees on here. And that's fine. I don't care if that's growing. We can carve that out as we go. I don't remember the exact design philosophy here. It's good, I'm sure. We need to expand both sides of this platform out, though. And then also the basement needs to be expanded out. And then also we need to expand out the back of this platform, because right now the building is hanging off the edge, and we should probably go at least 5 out here anyway. So we'll go ahead and add, not 1, but, and being very delicate here, 2. Lovely. So we can now walk behind that. We'll probably do that all the way around and all the way down. I'm going to need to make some more of the cobble. I need to get my chisel out in that case. But we'll come back when that's done. And with that, we have a decently longer, quite a bit wider platform, with plenty of space for more activities. Let's take a nap so that we don't have to endure the assault of the sky demons that spawn in the air to kill us and ruin our fun. But down here as well, I just widened it is all I really did. I didn't extend that direction any yet, but give it time, you know, who knows what might happen next. Now, for the time being, what we need to do is check in on our bees. So, oh dear, okay. There's only one. There's only one water bee. That's upsetting. That's the baby. Where did the other ones go? Where did the other ones go? I'm actually confused as to what happened to the other ones. I guess we better catch this one. If a bee doesn't have a home for long enough, does it just die? What happened? I'm going to need to make another bee now. That is unfortunate, but what about these? So this should be the baby. Okay, nope, that's a grown-up. That's fine. Hold on, wait. Okay, and the breeding cycle is still counting down. Well, now we know at least that, yes, in fact, they do not reset once you put them inside of these jars. I'm concerned about what happened to the water bees. I left them out with intention. I suppose what we're going to need to do now is, to be on the safe side, we're going to have to... I actually don't know what to do. I'm very confused. I guess we'll have to make more DNA. And that's not that big a deal, but it's also DNA, not D. What did I just spell? Denia? Why did I don't know why. I can't explain why. I don't even know why myself, but we're going to need to make another DNA strand and make at least one more water bee and then breed them again. I don't know why that's what happened. That is confusing. I am baffled. I am perplexed. I cannot fathom. I can't put into words. I cannot come up with a rational excuse for what transpired there. I am just deeply confused. Where's my buckets? I know that I have buckets in here. I need explanations for what happened. We'll use the ceramic bucket. Whatever. It's just water. Is what happened? Is what I think happened? What happened? Did the bees just die because they didn't have a home to go to? Sorry, did that consume the entire... What happened there? Just fill this thing up and be done with it, I guess. I am perplexed. I am confused. That should be going. Go. Good. We're getting dirt made as well. I had to go back to manually growing trees and shearing the leaves, or comma-ing the leaves. Not the little squiggly line either. A comma with a K. So that I would be able to have dirt in order to extend the dirt platform, because I guess we ran out of dirt at some point. I'm perturbed. I'm deeply perturbed. I want to breed more lava bees as well, though. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll go ahead and we'll get out of here one of the sort of leftover beehives. There we go. We'll get both of them for right now. That's fine for the time being. I don't care. There's probably some other ones of some different rankings in here that I just don't see because it's a big chest full of things. But we'll place these down inside of here. Oh shoot, you know what? We should actually put a fire underneath them. Just in case, well, yeah, in case we want to harvest them, in case they end up producing something, we should go ahead and put a fire underneath them. We have a couple of campfires. But these are basically only going to be here for one purpose, and that is to... Oh, you know what we have to do is we actually have to bury them as well. I just realized, because we don't want the bees to accidentally burn themselves on them being stupid, because the bees are stupid. So we'll place that there, and we'll place that there, and we'll do the same over here. And this just gives the bees a place to go and not die, because that appears to be what they did earlier for some perplexing reason. I don't know why. It's I don't. Please comment down below if you know, and let me know what happened to the bees. But clearly we have now run out of leaves, so we need to do this again. There's probably a better way to automate the creation of leaves, and I just don't know what it is. For right now, that was not the comma. Son of a gun. That was the gosh darn iron wand. I am a fool. I'm a baffling, bewildering fool. I feel my foolishness deep in my soul. It is causing me a great deal of existential crises right now. Not even really existential, just regular crises. We've got some leaves there, though. That's lovely. Necessary for breeding of the leaves. By the way, what's the recipe for leaves? Mana infusion, get out of here. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way here. Now we're going to throw this guy down. Alright. There we go. And then we're going to plop this one back down. And that's good. If you could come back out, though, that would be swell, because I would like for you two to breed. So we'll there we go. Nice. Is there a way to, like, get them out of the hive? Can I, like... can I use a smoker to smoke them out of the hive? I know the smoker kind of causes them to be chill, but can you use a smoker to also drive them out of the hive? You'd have to imagine if you can't breathe, you'd want to get out of the hive. Maybe not? This is the problem with having a hive, is that if I put two in here to breed, what's going to prevent one from just flying inside of a hive? But at the same time, I don't want to have to worry about them, like, ceasing to exist for a moment, because I wasn't paying enough attention to them or something, or whatever happened there. So we're going to go ahead and get the lava ones back out. I guess once they're relaxed, we can put them back away. For right now, though, these two need to reset, and the baby needs to grow, so we'll let them all kind of just fly around and do their own thing. And we'll come back and we'll breed the lava ones again, and the water ones again. But hopefully now... my assumption is that they died because they didn't have anywhere to rest, and they just flew around until they ceased to exist. I don't know if that's how that works, but at least now there's a couple of different places for them to hang out. We know it for the future, and we'll worry about it later. Now we need to deal with all of the animals, because heavens help me. It's getting to be something, isn't it? All these animals in here. It's really getting to be something that's quite annoying. So where are we going to tuck them away? We do have this sort of farm area here, where this is all just kind of a mess right here. We could recondition this back into an animal paddock, because that's what it was to begin with, right? We had all the animals inside of here. And that would be an option. We could do that. The thing is, we got to get all the animals inside of it, and then we need to... I mean, what about all our... We don't really grow plants in here anymore. We can just make more hopping bonsais if we really want to grow plants. So I suppose we could just harvest all of these and leave the grass as it is. We're going to need more dirt, though, now that I'm thinking about it. And the reason for that is that I do want this to be dirt all the way around this center area here. We can get rid of these plants, though. We don't need them here anymore either. Also, my inventory is apparently full, but can we, like, sort these and have them stack? We can fit way more bamboo now. I'll work on that. I'll work on clearing all this out and, like, making a place for animals. So this is what we've got to work with here. It's the same size as it was before. I didn't make it any bigger. We could expand it in the future should the need arise, but I did replace the oak slabs with some lovely oak planks, and I widened out the little pool in the middle. But now comes the tricky part, and that's getting all of the animals in there, because we have a lot of them, although I don't know where all the little chickens went. Presumably they grew up and just kind of like scattered around. It definitely looks like we've lost a few, possibly to, you know, tumbling over the edge and into the infinite void that awaits them down below. Just tumbling away to their deaths. That's unfortunate. That's not what I meant to do there. I can't really put that in place until all the animals are in there as well. So that's the tricky part, is I need wheat and I need seeds, and I need to attract them all kind of in the same go. Here's the thing, right? Like, if we just get 2 of each... that's good enough, right? Like, we don't really need them all in here. 2 of each is enough, like, breeding stock to be getting on with. So, maybe we just focus on that. Like, whatever is most convenient, 2 of each, get them in there, call it a day, and then we just move on with our lives, right? That's probably what we're going to go ahead and do. I still don't know where they all came from to begin with, but come on, fellas, you're doing great. Is that chicken still in there? I think the secret was getting him into the bath. They seemed to quite like that. Yes, come along this way now. Come along. You're doing wonderfully. You're almost there. Once we get you in the bath, we'll just have to go back for 1 more chicken. And then we can, yeah, here you go. No. Get in the water. Get in the water and stay in the water. There you go. You're doing swell. 1 more chickadee, and we'll be chickada. You know what I'm saying? Come here, you. Come here. Follow me. If that one chickadee doesn't leave, we'll be doing great. Yeah, come on. You follow me too, cow. Let's go. Can we not switch back and forth between them? All right, what about you? You seem interested. You seem intrigued. If the other one's not going to follow, we might even have 3 chickadees by the time this is done. Follow me this way, past the crackling fire that's going to drive me insane. Please don't get stuck. Please don't make this difficult. I want to get all 3 of you in here. There we go. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and get the fences. And before that cow leaves, cow, don't you dare. We're going to fill this in. Wonderful! The breeding stock, everyone. They're all here. Although, there we go. 2 chickens, 2 cows, and then for the entrance, we're going to need to, as quick as we can, break this. And then before anyone gets any clever ideas, put down the 2 of those. And then, just because that looks a bit silly, we'll kind of do that number. I guess, maybe, possibly is what we'll do. This is fine. I really don't like that that's, like, blocking my view of what's beyond, because someone like Herobrine could just be standing right here, and, you know, from the other direction, we wouldn't be able to see him if we were across the way there. It also is just like a creepy Minecraft Steve face that's just sort of leering at me. I imagine that at some point that will terrify me, that will frighten me. I'll be doing something else, and I'll turn around, and just sort of kind of, but my brain will very quickly pick up that that's a face, and it'll be quite scary. All the other animals have to die, unfortunately. This is a true tragedy. We hope that the cow that we have in there is the original cow that has been with us all of this time, as well as original chicken. But really, we have no way of knowing, and we're not going to worry about it. What we're going to do is just obliterate all of these creatures. We're just going to completely annihilate them all out of existence. It's a tragedy, but it's what has to happen for the safety and security and the longevity of our platform here. I think that's all the loose animals, except for, I would assume there's probably one down below. Now, what's going on inside of here? I noticed that we have 2 little bees. Good. 4 bees there, 2 bees there, 2 bees here. I did do some more bee breeding while I was working, so we're about ready. I think once we have 3 of each, we'll move 1. Hold on. I'll leave you down here, actually. You can manage all of this down here. Underling chicken. You'll be fine down there. That's perfectly acceptable to me. We'll smoke that later. For right now, let's head back over here. And now that we've got the breeding stock taken care of, it's wonderful, isn't it? It's wonderful. I like that it even shows us how long until we can breed these animals too. It's not just the bees. It gives us the countdown for these creatures too. That's great. And now that that's settled, we also need to get some pigs. So let's see. Pig seed is going to be necessary. And then we should also go ahead and get some sheep seeds. So we'll get those over there. And then are rabbits in this version of the game? If so, should we get some rabbit seeds? Get a couple of rabbits and start breeding those. And then our alpaca or llamas in this version of the game. We know that they are. There we go. We got some llama seeds. Fantastic. I don't know why we need all these creatures. And in fact, we really don't. But we've got them now. I would like to build a hopping bonsai or a hopping botany pot. And what I would like to put in it is carrots. We need to do that. We need to make more botany pots, really, now that I think about it, of the hopping variety. I think we probably already have that recipe over here somewhere. We do. It's literally right there. So, hopper, botany pot, or regular botany pot. Why, what? I'm confused by that. That's confusing. We can just get that recipe from in here. So, we don't really need that or that, because we can just grab this and then, you know, go from there. We could probably build the regular hopper now. We don't need to build the brick one anymore, so that saves us a bit of time. Are there any alternative recipes for this, though? It doesn't appear as though there is. Is that uses? Or are you telling me I can get... What is that all about? The botany pots. Yeah, I know what I can do with them. I don't really need you to tell me. Thank you, though. So, flower pot and terracotta. Terracotta is, of course, baked clay. And really, right now, I think the only way we're getting clay still is using the tempered glass with sand and water, which isn't that convoluted. It's actually not complicated at all. Let's go ahead and grab a stack of sand, and let's automate that here. Oh, there's already some sand in here. Well, we're going to go ahead and automate the creation of clay, because we're going to need a lot of it. Is it inside of a regular... Oh, no, it's inside of a blue, isn't it? Yeah, hold on. Clay. We can't automate it, though, can we? Because, first off, it requires no temperature. That's being used to make dirt right now. Should we build a second auto processing thing? Let's see, auto. This is not at all what we need to be focused on, but what goes into this? Oh, it looks like a convoluted recipe, but I don't think that it really is. We're going to get burned a little bit there, but we're not going to worry about it. We're going to carry on with our lives and come over here. And what are we missing? So we need to make another brick hopper, so we need to make a chest. So we need to make a regular chest. Does not need to be a trapped chest. There we go. Just put that somewhere in our inventory. And then from there, surround that with bricks. And then from there... we need to make a cast iron gear, and then from there, we can finally make the jar auto processing block. Beautiful. We need an additional jar, probably, too, because I think all of the jars over there are kind of in use to some extent. What are the differences? We have a regular glass jar and a tempered glass jar. Tempered, I believe, is for making... the recipe is too large to... oh, no, I understand. The tempered is for making things that are hot, and this is... by definition, not hot. This is like a regular old jar situation. So what we're actually missing there is a button. Gosh darn it, we'll just make like... Can we not... We probably can't use these. No, we can't. We're going to have to get creative then. We're going to have to actually make a button. And then from there, we can go ahead and manufacture an additional glass jar. And only once we get over here will we realize that actually, no, it did need to be tempered. Son of a gun. Actually, we don't know that. Yeah, it does. It does need to be tempered. Well, we have this one now for storing other things. We'll just plop it down right there. That'll be fine. Who's worried about it? I'm not stressing out over it. I don't know why you are. If you are, you need to calm down, because we're already back over here and in the process of building the tempered jar. We just need to make some more, like, glass panes. Can we not make glass panes in just the traditional way? Can we not just, like, get glass and make a pane? Of course we can. That would be silly to assume otherwise. That would be absolutely ridiculous. And then from there, we just put it all together. Wait, oh, I'm sorry, it's tempered glass, isn't it? Yeah, my mistake. So we need to get glass panes in the night sky. They're like shooting stars, and I could really use a whoosh right now. A whoosh right now. A whoosh right now. There we go. All right, now we're getting somewhere. So today, I'm watching Love is War, which is an anime. I didn't used to be an anime guy. Didn't care for them. But I also just never really watched them. And lately, I've been watching some anime, and there's some good stuff out there. This one's quite funny. I like the more humorous ones, although Attack on Titan is not super funny. It's fabulous. It's one of my favorite shows ever made. Some people were disappointed with the ending. It's not the way I wanted it to end, but I don't think it's a bad ending, and it's probably the way it needed to end. That's not relevant to what we're doing right now, is it at all? Let's focus on sort of the objective at hand right now, which is making clay, which I see is right here. So we can go ahead and queue that up. And the issue is we're going to run out of water. So I don't know how to automate putting water into this here jar. I'll just have to do it manually, I guess. But there's got to be a way, one would assume, to collect water and automatically put it in there. But hopefully this registers that there's more water. Let's see if it ends this cycle and continues. It does. Good. Okay. Wonderful. So we'll just have to like manually keep an eye on that. But that should now start making more clay, which we needed for something. I can't remember what now. You might think that's a bit of a joke, like something of a bit right there. Me saying like, oh, I don't even remember what we needed it for. But you should know me well enough by now to know that I genuinely do not remember what I was doing mere moments ago. What was my task? Was I trying to make more hopping bonsais or some nonsense? Probably. I don't know. Pepperidge Farm remembers, but I certainly don't. Let's repair our comma. Let's repair... You know what? We need to replace the comma and the stone matic with iron equivalents. That's the wrong tool! I keep doing that. How do I keep doing that? I've been playing this game since time out of mind. What am I doing wrong with my brain right now? You know what? That's fine. Let's see if we can't do a big triple tree. That's not... You know what? Whatever. We're invested now. We'll see it through. At least it'll give us a lot of leaves. There we go. If you're wondering why we need leaves, it's because we're about to go breed some bees again. Because remember, we want to get to the diamond bee. And we've wasted a lot of time not doing that. We've wasted an awful lot of time not breeding the diamond bee. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you all not dead and buzzing around and ready to breed some more. That is absolutely beautiful. So come here. You breed with you. And then you two can breed. And that'll get us up to 6 bees, which is fantastic. And then the lava bees should more or less be in a very similar situation, but also not quite. No, they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to keep going. Keep going until they start having, or stop having hearts around them. And there we go. Lots of little baby bees. Too many bees now. There's not enough room in the hives for them all. So I guess what I'll do now is I will focus on expanding this out and getting some more tier 2 beehives. We'll do that real quick. Alright, so I added a couple more down there to the end. I made new tier 2. I didn't quite go to tier 3 beehives just yet. I imagine we're not quite ready for that just now in terms of the materials we have available. How are we doing in terms of breeding? Looks like everyone's ready to go again. In that case, let's breed 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll breed them all again, and then we'll also breed these guys one more time before we take some away to go be never bred again, because they'll effectively going to go be forever used as material, like a creation. What am I trying to say? They're going to be used for gathering resources. They're resourceful bees. We're going to take the current breeding stock because they're not going to be breeding again anytime soon anyway. Did I just pick up a baby by accident? I can't quite tell. I have no idea. We'll find out when we get back over there. I wanted to take, let's see, I wanted to leave 4 in here, and it looks like that's what we're doing. Maybe we'll have to come back and like double check our numbers. But for now, we've got the 4 of these, and there's a lot of like what sounds like grass moving around, which should not be a thing. Because I was going to say, we put all the animals away, but here we go. This is where the lava ones are going to go. Oh gosh, I forgot to do the floors. What do lava bees like? Oh, I should check that. Actually, before we continue, we need to, what button do we need to do? Click or right-click? Right-click. Bee flowers. They like lava wood. Naturally. What is that? Wood and lava. Okay, no, we can make lava wood. That's fine. That's perfectly fine and reasonable. Should have probably, you know, checked on that beforehand. Because I don't have it, obviously. We're clearly not prepared here. That's okay. Lava wood. Regular wood, lava. How do we get that? Okay, no, that's not happening. So, how do we get lava? Can we not just put cobblestone in there? We can't. We know what happens when we put cobblestone in there. So we're going to have to do lava in the traditional sense and then transfer it over using maybe a bucket of some kind. I assume is what we're going to have to do. We're just going to keep these bees with us in our inventory. And in fact, we're going to go pick up 2 of the water bees as well, because there's not enough room inside of these beehives for all of the bees, and I don't want any of them to despawn for no reason other than the fact that they have nowhere to go, which we think is a thing that can happen, but we're not quite sure just yet. Did I catch one or not? Is that one grown up? What, the sizes of these bees is confusing me. There's 3 bees in there. There's 1 bee in there. Clearly none of them are like withering away or anything. There we go. Okay, we've got 2 adult water ones and 6 possibly adult lava ones. And now we're going to focus in on our current task, which is trying to make some lava. So to make lava, what do we need to do? I think we just need cobblestone, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. 4 cobblestone will make a lava. And then over here, we want to put inside of this thing here some wood. Did it say plankage? Just like regular old plankage? Yeah, any kind of plankage is going to be just fine. Well, we should have some blockage inside of here, or some loggage even, if you're so inclined. And I accidentally sorted the inventory there. I accidentally hit R and sorted the inventory. If you were confused, that's what happened. Is this not? Oh, there's stuff in here, and there's stuff inside of here too. Oh, jeez. Okay. What is in the melter right now? Molten iron? Oh! Should we be... Well, that was a mistake. We're making an iron pickaxe head now. No, we're not, because I'll tell you what we're going to do with both of these. We're just going to break this thing. We're going to replace it. That's not at all with the intended thing that I wanted to... We're going to break that. We're going to put that back there, okay? And then inside of here, we're going to move some lava, if we can. Where did the lava go? Where are you done with the lava? You're still making it. The lava should go into this empty jar here. Or into this jar if we had it plugged in and the other one was full of water. Now, currently it's not plugged in, but we're going to move quickly here and try to do a little bit of an operation. We want to grab a bucket, just one, and then we also want to grab some of those pipes if we can find them. Now, I would wager there's probably some right in front of me, and there are, in fact. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in like this, using the correct... There we go. And then we'll fill this one up with... Actually, you know what? It doesn't really matter. We'll put water in this one. And then that should default to lava going into this one here. There we go, that's full. Now we just gotta wait on the lava. Did it mention how much lava was needed? Okay, 100 millibuckets. That's fine. We'll have that. We'll have that. We'll be fine. This is gonna go, because I'm just gonna break it. We have no reason to make another pickaxe head out of lava right now. Or out of iron, even. We should look into making some other weapons, though. I think we should probably make... like a metal sword and a metal stone mattock and possibly a metal comma. Just sort of all the things metal is what we should probably focus on. But this is almost done, so should go into here, and we have a bucket ready to go. That was the tree. Okay. How are we doing in here, little animals? I don't have anything to breed you with, but maybe soon. We are planning on introducing even more little animals. Probably need to make a bigger field for all the little animals. Because this is a pretty small one, so maybe... expand it out to the sides and fill it with all the little animals. Maybe some trees, have like a lovely forest aesthetic. Now we just have to get this into here. Beautiful. Okay, it's all coming together. It's actually all coming together and working out. There was a concern that I had that it wouldn't all come together and work out, but new recipe unlocked. Check your recipe book. I would prefer not to. I'm a grown man. I'll make my own decisions. I don't need to do what you tell me to do, game. I'm a free agent, and I'm going to plop this down right here. Does this hurt to stand on? No, thank goodness. And then we're going to unleash the bees, and we need to pay very close attention to whether or not some of them are maybe a baby. That one's a grown-up. That one's a baby. That one's a grown-up. That one's a grown-up. Cool. So the 3 of those should be chill now. They have a little house they can go into. Everything is fine. We'll come back over here and see what our situation is. We do need more adult water bees, and we need 1 more adult lava bee. Because well, actually, you know what? Maybe we should let the 2 adult lava bees go again. Or, you know what? No, we have 2 baby lava bees in here. They'll grow up. We'll continue to breed them. It'll be fine. Much rather have these 2 over here going about their business and doing their sort of... that one's a baby bee. That one's also a baby bee. That one, you're coming with me. That is uncalled for. Water bees. Now we need to check that. Is that going to be like waterlogged wood block of some kind or something like that? Some kind of nonsense like that? What do you want? Just water. That's actually a perfectly reasonable thing to want. I don't think that that's absurd at all. We will have to go ahead and break this. And, will water directly next to a campfire present some sort of an issue? We don't know. We're about to find out together. It's going to be a fun learning experience. Remember when we used to have squid? Those were good days. I still remember those days. I think back on them. I think back on them with love and affection. I'm going to fill up both of these with water for right now, because it keeps using up all of our water. Remember, it's trying to make... we need more of that stuff, too. It's trying to make... not gravel. Clay. We need more clay. So we can make more hopping bonsais so we can grow more things. That's the problem. There's so many different little things we need to focus on right now. It's never ending. So water and fire can live right next to each other in harmony, apparently. And it's not that big a deal or anything. So that's good. We like to see that. So now these should all be adult water bees, hopefully. That's an adult. That is also an adult. That is presumably an adult. And now I am trapped. I cannot get out. We'll just have to wait, I guess, until they go inside. Once they go inside, we'll be able to get out of here. But this is good. Why now? We don't really need water or lava bees. We have infinite water blocks. What do you produce there? Well, first off, let's get out of here. Let's see what we can do with their comb. It can be used to create a water honeycomb block. It can be used to create a tier 2 hive upgrade. So you can upgrade a tier 1 hive if you have one. The honey dipper, we don't know what it's for. The wooden honey tank. See, no, that's useful, though. Nutritional paste. In a centrifuge, it'll give you water. Yeah, this is kind of useless. In a gourmand dymo, it'll produce energy, apparently. But surely we can do that with any of the honeycomb. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this one, folks. I'm not so sure about this one at all. But it looks like, hopefully, everybody's happy. Don't need to worry about anybody anymore. And what's going on inside of here? What is our current situation? What is our current count of bees inside of here? First off, get the little baby back out. So there's 3 bees in there, 4 bees in there, and 2 bees flying around. That's an adult one. You can go. I'm sure one of them in here is probably a baby one. Or an adult one. There's probably at least one other adult one. It's fine. We'll just let you go over here. Sorry, I left you in the water. That was not... It is what I did. It was almost like it was on purpose. But we're going to go ahead and go to bed after I collect all the honey here, because I just don't think that they're going to do much at night. So probably need to go ahead and take a nap. But I do want to... I'm trying to stay on top of things here, okay? I'm trying to shear them and stay on top of that. But also, we'll probably go ahead and call it here. So, once again, we've not achieved the diamond bee, unfortunately. We're going to have to just continue on without having achieved that very basic goal of ours. Apologies, everyone. We're just going to have to keep going until we get there. Once we have the diamond bee, that'll be it for Season 2. But that's sort of the big thing that we want to complete. And now we're much closer. When you think about it, we've sort of completed all of the tasks leading up to it. We're basically just at a point now where we have to just keep breeding bees. And that's it. So that's pretty much what next episode's going to be. Spoiler alert. If you want to know how the next episode's going to shake up, it is going to primarily be me adding on more hives. So we're going to be extending ourselves on in that direction. And just breeding bees back in the breeder. So we need to create more. Each of these can hold how many bees? I think 6. So we need to create 2 more lava bees and 2 more water bees. And we'll move those in here. And then all the bees that are left will be used explicitly and exclusively for breeding the obsidian bees. And then once we have plenty of obsidian bees, we'll move on to, I don't know, whatever's next. So after obsidian, I think we'll go on to nether bee probably. Because lava and obsidian will make nether bee. So that's the plan for the future. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. I'll see you later. Bye.